11.
Okay. Hey y'all, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things I do. When I say that, I mean like things that take more than just your mind or your physical body to do. Things that take both of them, like a combo. Almost like, I know this is gonna sound funny, but like the way you do a push-up has more than one muscle group that you use. So that's kind of what I try to do. I try to like read something while I'm doing something physical, or I'll twirl a stick, you know, in some really random way while I do a video, or I just do some extra shit. You know what I mean? Like I do some shit that generally like would make me think twice about doing it on its own, right? Like so. This takes me a minute to think about what do I got to do specifically in my hands and around my body so I don't hit myself in the fucking head, bang, you know what I mean? Like I got to know all these different movements so that I can like, you know, and then still maintain a conversation. Like it's not about doing this thing, because this is just easy. It's this times maybe going behind your back. Times maybe coming back in front of you. Times maybe spinning it around again. And, you know, maybe going around your head. Like, all it is this same movement over and over again. And however you do that, right? So a lot of people will say, go under your hand and then come back around. And that's great. You'll get some real good speed that way. But is it really practical? I don't know. I think this is more practical. I think understanding that this is just an extension of your body, right? I'm here. It's just an extension of your body. It's not supposed to be like this really, oh, I'm fun, twirl. I mean, yeah, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. But think about it in a practical application, right? If I'm coming this way, it's because somebody here, bang, right? I might hit him here. Wow. This is the most effective way to hit somebody. So I'm going to get myself in a position, fending them off, but I want to hit them with that end of this thing, whether it's the sword or it's the, you know, because this could easily just be a sword now. Like imagine I have this really long handle and I'm one of them like Japanese dudes. Now it's just this end is my effective end. So I'm taking this stick and I'm making it a sword basically. I want to get out of my way of my scabbard, my handle. Yeah, I pull my scabbard out, right? Look, I have my bike. Pull my scabbard out. Ying, I have a sword now. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's not rocket science, bro. You take the simple, right, and you make it, you know, and then it becomes really cool looking. Wow, but that's movie stuff. This is more effective. Hidden, you know, like, and this is, we're not doing this like in a park. I'm doing it in a park. I have kids around me. You know what I mean? Like you do it safe, man. You do it so that the kids get it and they don't start whacking each other with it. That's the point, right? As good parents, taking care of ourselves, mental health, physical health. Put all this stuff together, man, while you're doing it. Even in your everyday, you go into the grocery store, give yourself like a task that's higher thinking. Consider who's the seventh person you saw. What are they wearing, right? 7 person, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom, right on top of your head. Then don't even think about it. Do another 7 and see if you can green shirt. Now I know, now you have to start paying attention to the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Start logging shirts, start logging exits maybe. Just practical stuff in case there's danger. These are the things that you can do. And it's not prepping, it's not crazy. I'd rather be prepared. Just saying. Because if I'm getting surrounded by like 7 people, I'm not saying this happens every day. Nobody gets surrounded by 7 people but in the movies, right? But let's say it does happen. Look, I grew up in East New York, you know what I'm saying? Could happen. Let's say it does. I could pick up a stick, I could pick up a broomstick, I could find a stick on the street and at least get the hell out of there. right? I don't want to be standing there fighting 7 people. Even if I could take 1 or 2 of them down, I'm going to get overpowered by 5 other people if they're willing to fight. You know, let's be a real scenario situation. Most people don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I'm a trained fighter. I don't want to fight. But you get some jerks, or somebody might have to go for a set, right? They might have to be in a gang and they have to cut somebody's face. I remember coming off 80th Street Park, 80th Street Station near East New York, Brooklyn, right? Like right on the borderline there. And on the A train. And I remember coming down the stairs, not even paying attention. I had my headphones in, the whole thing. Some guy just out of nowhere tried to slice me. I took off. There were like 6 or 7 of them there. I'm not going to sit there. Like I backed. I saw the thing coming. I was like, oh shit. Pushed the guy as much as I could. I saw they didn't surround me necessarily. I guess they were trying to get away just as fast as I mean, you know what I mean? Whatever happened, I got out of there. And I didn't look back. I didn't go back to fight. I didn't go back with my people. I didn't go back with a stick. I just got out of there. And that's the situation. You know, there are other situations I've been in where I did have to pick up a stick and I had to just swing it around. And I'm not, you know, there's no need to go into all that. The point is, be prepared. Hopefully you never have to use it. I did this piece one time in one of our projects about learning to know how to fight so that you never had to fight. And it's counterintuitive, right? But wouldn't you rather be ready? Wouldn't you rather be ready? Just saying. Have a good one, guys. All right, I figured I'd do a quick, different angle, quick tutorial, right? So, hand over hand like this. You got your right hand out. This is your right hand. You're going to cross it and you're going to put it over so that your knuckles are up. And your other hand goes across it and above it. You're going to pass that first time, right? And you're going to let it drop into your hand here. Then you're going to let it pass again. You're going to drop it into your hand here. What happens is it doesn't do this thing where it rides up the stick. Because what'll happen, right? So this is essentially what you're doing, right? You're essentially going like this. And you're dropping it into your other hand. So if you're dropping it here, and then you drop it again, oh, I get really far into the stick really quick. There's only so much your hand can do this before it has to roll back around to the other side of the stick, and then it'll climb back up. So what you're doing is essentially stopping that from happening. You're catching it, going back to the other side of the stick. You see that? You're gonna hit the middle. This is that middle stick, right? Lovely, this stick is a little bent. That helps because it keeps the fan away from you. That's one. I don't mind that it's broken. I don't mind that it's warped because it is. It's quite warped. I got another one back home that's like perfect. But look at you see how that's just because of weather. But anyway, what it did naturally is it gave me this bow in the middle. It's got this really thick kind of piece here. And what'll happen is your hand will go over. Oop, I got the bench here. And it'll spin and catch, right? And you see how my hand is now on this side of the thing? Bang, 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 comes back around. Wow, look at that. And then this one, let me do this one real quick because this one's easy actually. So you can take your hand and you're just gonna go like this. So you're gonna take your hand, knuckles up, you're gonna kind of go, hey man, like you're gonna give somebody the finger, and then you're gonna point that way. Point that way. Point that way. Point that way. Then you're gonna, yeah man, turn, you, and you, right, you, and you, and that's what happens. One last one, right? Because you could really do this with any of them. This is the other one. Last one. Get yourself, you get the middle of the stick. Oh, a good way to find the middle of the stick, just go like that. You'll find the middle of the stick. It's not that hard. So, a little higher than the middle of the stick. Is the middle of the stick? A little higher. You can take it there, knuckles out, cross your body like you're taking your thumb. You're gonna lead with your thumb, and you're gonna point that way. And then you're gonna let it roll around, point back this way with your thumb, and over again. And you do one of these things that looks really fancy on the movies, right? And you try them with both hands. Right here, you can spin and then take it with the other hand, right? Any of this stuff can be done with both hands. You should practice with both hands. And then you got this, right? Right? So like if you go in here, right? I got this thing again. Yo. Wait. Right, 1, 2, 3. And then right here, yeah. Why does it always feel like different though? Because I'm not doing it right, that's why. It's a little reverse. All right, so this one's a little reverse, I guess. Or maybe I'm just not doing it right. Because I feel like I could do it easy this way. I can't do it easy the other way. I guess, look. Wait, do I catch it here? I thought I caught it here. Wow, that's so weird. This hand is a little less fluent, I guess. I guess that's what it is. You gotta like let it roll. I don't know. Either way, it's cool looking. It's cool looking. Gambit, watch out. Okay, guys, I hope you liked it. Be well.